What's up everybody, welcome to the Life of a Board Gamer. My name is Daniel and today we are going to talk about HEDGE MAGE. Now, depending when you are watching this, but this game is already on a Kickstarter seeking funding. So you can check the link in the description down below and it will get you right to it. So yeah, it has like I think 5 more days, so be quick to check it out when you see this video. And yeah, what this game is about, you are trying to save your little gnomes from different these like gardens, and this is set up for sort of like 3-player game, but it's not like fully set up. It's just so you can understand how the game works. Basically, you are trying to rescue these little gnomes from the gardens, and currently they are all asleep, and to rescue them you need to wake them up. And each of them you need to wake up with activating them in a different ways. So the purple one activates immediately when he's moved into the path of this exit area. He will automatically waken up and start running toward the exit. The little pumpkin ones, the orange ones, they will activate. They will activate, so to say, when they are one next to another. They will automatically wake up. And the last one, the red one, is activated once you put him on the top of the hedge on a sigil that is shown here like this. And how you do that, how the game is actually played? Well, you kind of play on 2 gardens in let me just move the box aside because I'm going to knock it over for sure. So basically, you are playing on these 2 gardens. On one of them, you are going to play your hedges and you are going to mess up with the opponent. And on the other one, you are going to move these little guys and you will try to rescue them. So basically, this is my hedge mage, and as the game says, and over here is the opponent's one. So for example, we are just going to flip the card over, and it says that first tile we are going to use is this one, and I'm just going to take this one and place it somewhere in the maze like this. And now I have 1 movement because I only have 1 sigil for now. As the game will progress, you will get more and more and more. And the other persons will also do that, so they will use theirs and put them wherever they want. Maybe like something like this. Really doesn't matter right now. We are not going to go through entire gameplay. And now I have 1 movement somewhere over here. The 3rd player would place theirs, and then I would just move mine. Let's say that this guy is now not playing, just for the sake of it. Okay, so we have like this, and now I only have 1 movement, and I can just move one of these guys just 1 space away, and that's that. In the future turns, as you are building your maze of the hedges, hedge mage, you are going to be moving more and more, and you are moving in a very fascinating. I think I never saw this in a game before. Actually, what you do is, when you put your maze, for example, let's say I do something like, I don't know, like this, for example. And the thing is, when you are putting these on the board, you can't put them to create like a huge bushes. So you can't do this, or you can't like block the entire, so it cannot be access to any part of this garden. Has to be able to get access to it. And when you put it like this, now you watch all the lines, because he's like 4 spaces wide and 2 spaces on this side. You will watch all these 4 spaces and all these 2 spaces over here, and however many sigils you can see in that area, you will get that many movement. So in this example, if I put it like this, I would have 3 movement, because they don't have to be like in a perfect alignment. You can do it like this, because now we catch all this and we get now 3 movement. If, for example, we had a maze from the previous plays over here, you would also catch it, because you catch it like this, so you will get 4 movement, and then you would get to move with these guys. And once you move on your guys, or you are next to them, you can pick them up, or you can just jump on them and get them in your bag. And when you do the certain thing to wake them up, for example, if I get this one, he is still asleep, you just put him like this, so he is asleep. And once I bring him over here, I can throw him on this space over here. Actually, this one is hard to do because this is like the most not perfect tile to take. Let's take this one, for example. Let's take this one, for example. So if I had a tile like this over here, I could throw this one over here and he would immediately be awakened because he's on a sigil. And now he can start running and he can go to the exit and jump on my board. Now when you are on your board over here, you can get some extra stuff depending which of the little gnomes you rescue. The purple and the red ones will mostly give you movement or give you some like a mushroom, so you can bounce off other of these little guys. And the orange ones are like the most worthy regarding the points, but they gave you an extra movement, which is represented by these little cubes. And once you have like 3 or 4 movement, you actually can spend this to get everybody get 5 movement. And the movement is not shared between them, so when you get 5 movement, everybody gets 5 movement. You get 5 movement for this guy, for this guy, for these guys. If they are awakened, they can run around the garden, they get 5 movements. And that's not all. You get a little bit more of the stuff. So at the start of the game, you will get some of these cards. There's also an orange one, and you will shuffle all of them. And randomly, one of these will bring you some extra points. There is also, for the future games, if you want to like change it up a little bit, there's different ways you can activate your little gnomes. So you can, for example, instead play that orange ones activate immediately when they are in the corner 4 spaces of any of your garden, any of those corners. He will automatically wake up. Or if let's say, for example, I don't know, if the red one is on a hedge with another gnome on top of it, he will automatically wake up, you know, if there's 2 of them there and stuff like that. So there's all kinds of different things. And basically that's like the short version of the game. The long version is that the game is really fun. Now, this is such an easy game to teach. I think it took me like 5 minutes to teach people the game. And the way you play it, you basically play 2 boards same time. And messing up with another player, it's really fun because, you know, while they are messing with, because you do these all things simultaneously, and while they are messing with other players' board, and you are messing out with him over there, and when they come back and they're like, what did you do to me? And you get that same feeling also, because when you look at your board while you are messing with the other opponent board, you get your board and then you see that you are kind of cornered, and now you have to go around and figure out how you should maybe pick this guy up and throw it somewhere, you know, to activate him, to make him awake. And yeah, overall, the game is pretty easy. It's pretty fun and simple, and all of these cards, you will not use all of them. Some of them will stay, so all these tiles, 2 tiles per game will not be used, so you don't know which tiles are going to be used, which are not going to be used. So there's lots of variety in the game. The game really don't feel the same each time you play it. Each maze will look very different because the order in where these cards are coming out, and the way the people play by itself. So yeah, that's Hedge Mage. Really fun game, currently on a Kickstarter. Go check it out. I had lots of fun playing it. You will have too. I definitely am sure about that. And yeah, check out the links in the description down below. And that is that. Thank you all for watching. Thank you for subscribing, for spending all your valuable time with me, for supporting me on Patreon and all of that shebang. And yeah, until next time. Pozdrav.